Yes, I'm going to keep the meow in there because the meow is adorable. Cause we have the mascot. Oh my goodness, he is marking the director. It's so cute. He is adorable. There he goes. Yeah, this is the best beverage. That is Sam. Behind the camera is the director. He is the true star of this house. We know better. Sam's our cat. You've seen him in other videos. Welcome back to the best beverage. I'm James. I am the caretaker of Sam. That's my most important role. But when he allows me to, I actually can drink some liqueurs and have some fun. And we do this channel called The Best Beverage, which you are watching. Since you're watching it, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll keep Sam happy and talk more about liqueurs. Right now, we're digging a little deeper. We're going into Amaros. Amaros, and I'm going to have to do the Italian bitters because for some reason, I want to speak Italian. I just got to do that with the hands. I don't know why. Whenever I'm at Total and I'm in the Italy wine aisle for wine, it just, for some reason, you just want to use your hands a lot when you look at all the different labels in Italy and say it. But it is truly called bitter. That is bitter in Italian is Amaro. We had a really fun call during COVID, that thing that happened, facilitated by Wine and Market. Thank you, Seth. That was a lot of fun with a couple from Italy. And every time they said, get your bitter, they meant Amaro. And actually they were talking about a couple different brands we'll cover in a few weeks. And I kept on thinking, I'm going to go get my bottle of Angostura. But no, they're bitter, which is Italian for Amaro. Like I said, there are several different types of Amaro, including vermouth, which we covered. And then there's actual Amaro. It's kind of a weird blanket term, just Italian bitter. But then you can kind of divide it down to truly Amaros. Amaros are usually from places really old. Stop me if you've heard this before, but during the early 18th and 17th century, people used it for medicines because the waters weren't great to drink and you heated the water and distilled the water, i.e. And a lot of the herbs and botanicals that are in here do have medicinal values when you break them down. Every different little area had their own, like this is from Bologna. This one is Amaro from Della Terme. Every monastery kind of had their own special blend. It's 30 to 60, 80 proof. These are going to be liqueurs versus vermouth, which are wine-based. And it's almost easier to say what's not listed in for herbs and botanicals than what can be, because it can be up to, I know this one has 40, and there are a lot, and dozens, so who knows. And every monastery has its own secret recipe. I'm not going to say proprietary, because I actually said it. Yay, proprietary, different recipes versus different areas. And there are a couple different styles even built into the true Amaros. There's medium, which will be the Montenegro, and also the Amaro del Terme. FYI, we're not going to talk about this one as much. This is a Total Wine exclusive, so I couldn't find as much on this versus the gateway into Amaros, which is the Montenegro. We'll really get into that. Also light, and then there's Alpine, and there are a couple other styles, but they're more almost brand names, and we'll talk about those in future episodes. A couple of the big brands. First of all, everyone's probably seen this behind the bar, Montenegro. It is a very popular brand. It's a medium style. Nannino is light, Averna is light. I'm kind of geeked out doing the research on Montenegro because it's really in depth on how they make that. And it is, orange is I really can't, unfortunately, she's got her hands full with, oh, there we go. She is free. Oh, that's so good. Nice sip of that. And it is fall. It is 50s. It is rainy and gross, so it is perfect weather for this kind of liqueur. All right, so made out of 40 different botanicals, created in 1885. They're blended into 12 mother essences, which is kind of crazy, and then further broken down into 6 tasting notes, which are bitter and herbaceous, spicy and floral, chocolate and caramel, fresh and balsamic. Only in Italy, balsamic's an actual flavor, but it makes sense. Vanilla and red fruits. That combo I don't get, but and warm and tropic. Once again, warm and tropic, but I don't see tropics, but I do see warm and Mediterranean, but they call it warm and tropic, so they know what they're doing. And finally, there's the secret 7th ingredient called Primino. Excuse me, my Italian's awful. That is truly a real secret. No one has any idea. And they're all blended together to make this. So that's just kind of crazy to think that how much work has gone into just that. Some cocktails that you can have. Paper plane's probably the biggest one you'll know of. I didn't make a paper plane because I don't have the proper brand, and it's going to be a lighter Amaro than what I have, so I'm not sure how it will work. I'm sure if I substituted, it would be fine. I mean, you could even tell the difference in Amaros between these two. Because this one borders on the other brand name that I will cover when it gets to winter, because let's put it this way, it's the bartender's best friend, but this is really so much darker and more herbal, more root almost based. This is lighter. And the brand name, which is the Nannino, is either lighter than this, and that's what goes truly in a paper plane. One thing I do a lot is, I usually try and not knock off the glass, is substitute Amaros for sweet vermouths or rouge vermouths. Really, the most notable one is a black Manhattan. So basically, make your Manhattan, instead of sweet vermouth, put in an Amaro. And of course, Gascon. So 2 parts your favorite rye, Gascon. Did the Montenegro, which I think is great. The orange flavor in that's going to play real well. A couple dashes of bitters. Oh gosh. I think the orange peel that's obviously in that and the rye play really well together. It's much more intense and herbal than your typical. And since technically both of them are Amaros, just one falls under the vermouth, which is the fortified wine, which is the alcohol version. And it's an easy substitution, and it's really a nice thing it's getting cold. It's getting gross. We were going to go out tonight, but decided to stay in and film this instead and enjoy Amaros, because this is the weather to do this kind of fun stuff in. So when you see that aisle, you're ordering your Manhattan, ask for something to sub. Or if you just want it neat to have something to sip on, these are digestives. They're stuff after you eat to kind of settle the tummy, is what they say. This sorta, and this definitely, but this borders on that other brand name that we'll cover later on in the winter, because it's a bartender's best friend, and it's perfect for winter. But if you like learning about different these are a little different off the radar. We'll cover a couple more of the brand names in a few weeks. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment on your favorite cocktail that you have done in the past where you've substituted Amaro. We'd love to hear more about it. In a couple of weeks, we will see you soon. Halloween's coming. We'll have to do something spooky. Give me some spooky thoughts. Ooh, yeah. I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy your cocktails. Oh yeah, and I'll do the Great Gatsby. Pet us as we leave. Yeah, be careful out there.